Gurubhyo Namaha, Hari Om, Namaste. Welcome to session 57 of the Sundarakandam learning series. We have completed 25 shlokas of Sarga 17. So far, what have we seen? The description of the terrible Rakshasis who are guarding Sita Mata. Hanuman sees all their horrible faces, their legs, their ears, describes it in great detail, and then he goes on to describe Sita Mata. The last shloka was about how she appeared sad, dressed in a used and very dirty garment, and although by rights she should not have been glowing, despite all that, she was still glowing with her inner beauty. So now we go on to the next shloka. मलिनेन च वस्त्रेण मलिनेन च वस्त्रेण परिक्लिष्टेन भामिनीं परिक्लिष्टेन भामिनीं संवृतां मृगशाभाक्षीं संवृतां मृगशाभाक्षीं ददर्श हनुमान् कपिः ददर्श हनुमान् कपिः मलिनेन च वस्त्रेण परिक्लिष्टेन भामिनीं मलिनेन च वस्त्रेण परिक्लिष्टेन भामिनीं संवृतां मृगशाभाक्षीं ददर्श हनुमान् कपिः संवृतां मृगशाभाक्षीं ददर्श हनुमान् कपिः. Together, मलिनेन च वस्त्रेण परिक्लिष्टेन भामिनीं संवृतां मृगशाभाक्षीं ददर्श हनुमान् कपिः. Kapihi Hanuman Dadarsha. The monkey Hanuman saw. What did he see? Pariklishtena. Pariklishta means crushed, disfigured, crushed. Malinena, soiled. Cha vastrena. Her dress was crumpled and soiled. Samvritam, she was covered. She was covered with just a single vastra. The upper vastra had fallen off when she was being abducted by Ravana. So she was clad in a single garment. That too was dirty and crushed. Mrigashabhakshin, one with eyes like a fawn, like a doe. Bhaminim, beautiful lady. Dadarsha, he saw. That is the meaning of the shloka. Tam devim dinavadanam Tam devim dinavadanam Adinam bhartritejasa Adinam bhartritejasa Rakshitam svena shilena Rakshitam svena shilena Sitamasitalochanam Sitamasitalochanam Tam devim dinavadanam Adinam bhartritejasa Tam devim dinavadanam Adinam bhartritejasa Rakshitam svena shilena Sitamasitalocanam Rakshitam svena shilena Sitamasitalocanam. Together. Tam devim dinavadanam Adinam bhartritejasa Rakshitam svena shilena Sitamasitalocanam. Here also we should add Hanuman Dadarsha. Hanuman Tam Dadarsha, Tam Devim Dadarsha. Tam Devim, that goddess. Dina Vadanam, one with a very sad face. Bhartru Tejasa Adinam. Okay, she is Dina Vadana. She has a sad face. But because of her husband's glory, she is not defeated. Adina. Although she is Dina Vadana, her face may reflect her sorrow. In reality, she is Adina. Why? Because of her Bhartris Tejas. That is, her husband's glory. Because of her husband's glory, she is not defeated, she is not dejected. Not only that, Svena Shilena Rakshitam, by her own good conduct and character, she is protected. Okay, character protects, no? So here this is an example. Hanuman is telling good character protects. So by her own good character, she is protected. Asitalochana, Tattam Devim Sitam Dadarsha. Asitalochana, black-eyed lady, Hanuman saw. तां दृष्ट्वा हनुमान् सीताम् तां दृष्ट्वा हनुमान् सीताम् मृगशाबनिभीक्षणाम् मृगशाबनिभीक्षणाम् मृगकन्यामिव त्रस्ताम् मृगकन्यामिव त्रस्ताम् वीक्षमाणाम् समन्ततः वीक्षमाणां समन्ततः तां दृष्ट्वा हनुमान् सीतां मृगशाबनिभीक्षणाम् तां दृष्ट्वा हनुमान् सीतां मृगशाबनिभीक्षणाम् मृगकन्यामिव त्रस्ताम् वीक्षमाणां समन्ततः मृगकन्यामिव त्रस्ताम् वीक्षमाणां समन्ततः टुगेदर तां दृष्ट्वा हनुमान् सीतां मृगशाबनिभीक्षणां मृगकन्यामिव त्रस्ताम् वीक्षमाणां समन्ततः. We have to take 29 and 30 also for the next, for the Anvaya. दहन्तीमिव निश्वासैः दहन्तीमिव निश्वासैर्वृक्षान् पल्लवधारिणः वृक्षान् पल्लवधारिणः सङ्घातमिव शोकानां सङ्घातमिव शोकानां दुःखस्योर्मिवोत्थिताम् दुःखस्योर्मिवोत्थिताम् दहन्तीमिव निश्वासैः वृक्षान् पल्लवधारिणः दहन्तीमिव निश्वासैर्वृक्षान् पल्लवधारिणः सङ्घातमिव शोकानां दुःखस्योर्मिवोत्थिताम् सङ्घातमिव शोकानां दुःखस्योर्मिवोत्थिताम् तां क्षमां सुविभक्ताङ्गीं तां क्षमां सुविभक्ताङ्गीं विनाभरणशोभिनीं विनाभरणशोभिनीं प्रहर्षमतुलं लेभे प्रहर्षमतुलं लेभे मारुतिः प्रेक्ष्य मैथिलीं मारुतिः प्रेक्ष्य मैथिलीं तां क्षमां सुविभक्ताङ्गीं विनाभरणशोभिनीं तां क्षमां सुविभक्ताङ्गीं विनाभरणशोभिनीं प्रहर्षमतुलं लेभे मारुतिः प्रेक्ष्य मैथिलीं प्रहर्षमतुलं लेभे मारुतिः प्रेक्ष्य मैथिलीं टुगेदर तां क्षमां सुविभक्ताङ्गीं विनाभरणशोभिनीं प्रहर्षमतुलं लेभे मारुतिः प्रेक्ष्य मैथिलीं. Now here please see the verb lebhe, obtain. Praharsham lebhe, obtain happiness. Kaha Hanuman Marutihi. Okay, Hanuman came in the 28th shloka. Hanuman was happy. Let's see the Anvaya starting from the 28th shloka. Therefore, understanding that the verb is lebhe. Hanuman, all the other words in Dvitiya Vibhakti here as you note, Mrigashabha Nibhekshanam, Mrigakanyam Ivatrastam, Samantataha Vikshamanam. These are all adjectives for Tam Sitam. That Sita. How did she look? Mrigashaba Nibhekshanam. Iksha refers to the eyes. Nibha is a particle in Sanskrit which means light. So one whose eyes were light, Mrigashaba, like a doe. Okay, then Mriga Kanyamiva Trastam. Trasta means one who is frightened. How was she frightened? Like a Mriga Kanya, like a delicate fawn. Okay, like a delicate female doe, she appeared frightened. Mriga Kanyamiva Trastam. Samantataha Vikshamanam. Because she was scared, she was looking here and there. Vikshamanam, one who is searching everywhere. Whom is she searching for? Rama. She's looking everywhere to see where she can escape. Samantataha means everywhere. Vikshamana means one who is looking everywhere. So these are the words in this particular shloka that have been taken for the Anvaya. Then Pallavadharinaha Vrikshan Nishvasaihi Dahantin Iva. Okay, so Pallavadharinaha Vrikshan. So she was appearing like, see, this is a Dahantin Iva. Iva means like. Okay, so like what? Pallavadharinaha Vrikshaha. Vrikshaha, as you all know, means tree. Pallavadharinaha means with tender sprouts and leaves. If you see, those are the most delicate parts of a tree. So when there would be any kind of a gust of wind or any kind of a breeze that would blow, those tender sprouts and leaves would shake and tremble as if in fear. In the same way, Nishvasaihi Dahanti Miva. She was trembling as she was breathing loudly and as if she is burning. Dahanti means one who is burning. Nishvasaihi means with heavy breaths. So she was breathing heavily and appeared as if she was burning out of her grief. This gave the appearance of a tree shaking in the wind. This is the Upama done by Valmiki. The word which tells us it is a comparison is the word Iva. Pallavadharinaha Vriksha Nishvasaihi Dahanti Miva, as if she was burning. Shokanam Sanghatamiva Uthitam. So Shokanam Sanghatam. Iva Uthitam Dukkhasya Urmimiva. Okay, this is another comparison. Shokanam Sanghatam. Collection of sorrows. Sanghatam means collection. Shoka means sorrow. With a collection of sorrows, Dukkhasya Uttitam Urmimiva. She was in an ocean of grief. Dukkhasya Urmimiva. Like a wave that was rising up. Uttitam Urmimiva. Like a rising wave. Tam Sitam Drishtva. So essentially she was heaving heavy breaths. Those heavy breaths looked as if sorrow had risen like a wave from an ocean of sadness. Understood? Huh? So this is high poetry here. So what is there? She is looking like a sea of sorrow. From the sea of her sorrow emerges a dukkha wave. That urmi or wave of dukkha, how is it finding expression? In her heavy breaths, as she is exhaling and inhaling forcefully, as if she is burning from her sorrow. Okay, dahanti miva dukkhasya urmim Iva uttitam tam sitam drishtva. Having seen that Sita, tam sitam drishtva from 28th shloka. Having seen that Sita, see, she is indeed very sad, but Hanuman feels happy. Tam kshamam suvibhaktangim vinabharana shobhitam. Tam kshamam, she who is the embodiment of patience. After all, she has been separated from Lord Rama for almost 10 months now. She is a very embodiment of patience. The very fact that she is alive, though she is crying, he feels very relieved. Amma, you are still alive. Although you have been separated from the Lord for 10 months, what patience you have that you are still alive. Tam kshamam drishtva. To see, after seeing that patient one, how was she? Suvibhaktangi. Her every anga was well proportioned. Okay, anga means body part, limb. Vinabharana shobhitam. Without any abharana, she was resplendent. She was so beautiful in his eyes. Tam Maithilim prekshya. Having seen that Maithili, Marutihi, atulam praharsham lebhe. Hanuman obtained. Lebhe means obtained. Atulam praharsham. Unparalleled happiness. Okay, so why is this extra note about his happiness? Because the previous part of the entire sarga is all about the horrible people surrounding her. Despite their presence, you are drowned in sorrow, still you are there. So there is hope. And I have achieved my goal. I have found you. So Hanuman is very happy for that reason only. I hope the meaning is clear. Okay, so now we'll move forward. हर्षजानि च सोऽश्रूणि हर्षजानि च सोऽश्रूणि तां दृष्ट्वा मदिरेक्षणाम् तां दृष्ट्वा मदिरेक्षणाम् मुमोच हनुमांस्तत्र मुमोच हनुमांस्तत्र नमश्चक्रे च राघवम् नमश्चक्रे च राघवम् हर्षजानि च सोऽश्रूणि तां दृष्ट्वा मदिरेक्षणाम् हर्षजानि च सोऽश्रूणि तां दृष्ट्वा मदिरेक्षणाम् मुमोच हनुमांस्तत्र नमश्चक्रे च राघवम् मुमोच हनुमांस्तत्र नमश्चक्रे च राघवम् हर्षजानि च सोऽश्रूणि तां दृष्ट्वा मदिरेक्षणाम् मुमोच हनुमांस्तत्र नमश्चक्रे च राघवम् Hanuman Raghavam Namaschakre. Namaschakre means paid obeisance to. That is the verb here. Namaschakre, lit lakara. He paid obeisance to whom? Rama. Okay. Hanuman Madirekshana Tam Tatra Drishtva. Madirekshana, one with intoxicating eyes. Madirekshana. Madira means that which intoxicates. Ikshana, as you've already seen in Mrigashabakshi, that Ikshana refers to the eyes. So her eyes are intoxicating. One with beautiful eyes. Tam, Sita Mata. Tatra Drishtva, having seen there. Tatra means there. Drishtva, having seen. Harshajani Ashruni Mumuche. Harshajani, born out of happiness. Ashruni, tears. Tears of happiness. Mumocha, he shed. Raghavam Namaschakre. Mumocha is also another word. Raghavam Namaschakre. He bowed to or he prostrated to Rama. Mentally, he paid obeisance to Rama. Okay. Everywhere we note whenever he pays obeisance to Rama, something good happens. Correct? So hopefully in the next sarga, something good will happen. नमस्कृत्वा स रामाय नमस्कृत्वा स रामाय लक्ष्मणाय च वीर्यवान् लक्ष्मणाय च वीर्यवान् सीतादर्शन संहृष्टो सीतादर्शन संहृष्टो हनुमान् संवृतोऽभवत् हनुमान् संवृतोऽभवत् नमस्कृत्वा स रामाय लक्ष्मणाय च वीर्यवान् नमस्कृत्वा स रामाय लक्ष्मणाय च वीर्यवान् सीतादर्शन संहृष्टो हनुमान् संवृतोऽभवत् सीतादर्शन संहृष्टो हनुमान् संवृतोऽभवत् together. Namaskritva saramaya Lakshmanaya cha viryavan Sita darshana samhrishto Hanuman samvrito bhavat. Abhavat was who Hanuman. Sita darshana samhrishtaha Hanuman. Sita darshana, seeing Sita Mata. Samhrishtaha, one who was pleased. Hanuman, who was happy after seeing Sita Mata. Saha Viryavan Hanuman, the brave Hanuman. Ramaya cha Lakshmanaya namaskritva. After having bowed to both Rama and Lakshmana, Samvritaha Bhavat, decided to remain hidden. Very easily, he could have left off the tree and said, Sita Mata, see, I have come. He has already seen the lay of the land. He's seen the Rakshasis. He's seen the Ashokavana. Till he's not seen the villain. He's seen the villain inside, but he's not seen the villain in the Ashokavana. So he chooses to remain silent. So he's still hidden. Samvritaha Bhavat, remains hidden. Okay, now why is there a prostration to both Rama and Lakshmana? Rama's prostration is enough. We may ask that question. Anantarama Dikshita very beautifully in one of his discourses says that it is because of Lakshmana that Rama is still alive. Okay, because he's already seen Sita Mata is alive, holding thoughts of Rama firmly in her mind, and Swashilena Rakshitasa, Idanimapi Jivitaha Bhavat. She is alive because she has held on to her good character and her thoughts of Rama. So she is alive. She is alive. He is very grateful. He sheds tears of happiness. But Rama, what keeps him alive? Thoughts of Sita, no doubt. But still he may be tempted to take his own life. Who's the person who's credited with keeping him alive? It is Lakshmana indeed. So Lakshmana also gets an extra bow. And this bowing to both Rama and Lakshmana is also because of the fact that because of them only, he has managed to get darshan of Jagannatha. Otherwise, as a monkey, what was his probability that he would be chosen for such a great mission? One monkey, whatever, chief who gets chosen for such a great mission, such an important mission, and who actually succeeds in that mission and sees Jagannatha, it is only due to Rama and Lakshmana's blessings. So he prays to both of them. Okay, so this is what Anantarama Dikshitar says in his discourse. Then, Rajiji, your hand was raised.
Ma'am, here in 26, you said that Sitaji's clothes were smeared and teared. But before entering there, they will be visiting to Anasuya's, Atri and Anasuya's ashramam, no, ma'am?
This 10
Anasuya
months
will be giving the clothes to her.
He gave clothes, ornaments, everything. But the reason why her clothes are looking soiled and not torn, crushed and maybe torn also is because last 10 months she's not had a bath. She has not adorned herself. She has not changed her dress. If we wear the same dress for more than 1 week, what will happen to us, you think?
No, ma'am. I think Anasuya ji has given some boon to her. No, ma'am. These clothes will not get something like that. I heard. I don't know whether it is true or not.
Not in Valmiki Ramayana.
It is not there, no?
At least I don't know for sure. I can check and tell you. From what I know, she gave clothes. She gave one. They're supposed to be hardy and they're supposed to be good only. They're supposed to be nice garments. And she said, what will I do? It is like, an example for all of us to give away our possessions after we reach a certain age. We have too many saris, we should give them away. Too many clothes, she'll give them away. In that attitude, like a mother, I'm giving you, like that, she says and gives. But I don't remember any dialogue where she says these are magical clothes or anything like that. I can check.
Okay.
The commentators all keep talking about the long period of separation from Rama and being kept by Ravana as a reason for her clothes being dirty and soiled. Every single place where dirty clothes reference is there because of the 10-month separation. This kind of comment you will keep seeing and all the main commentaries say it. Okay. That much I definitely know. Right. But thank you for raising that point. Yeah. So now we'll move forward. इति श्रीमद् रामायणे सुन्दरकाण्डे सप्तदश सर्गाः अथ 18 सर्गाः Ravanaagamanam. Our Ravana enters the scene. He walks into Ashokavana. That's what's going to be talked about here. Tatha viprekshamanasya vanam pushpitapadapam vichinvatascha vaidehim kinchit sheshanisha bhavat शेषानिशा भवत् तथा विप्रेक्षमाणस्य वनं पुष्पितपादपम् तथा विप्रेक्षमाणस्य वनं पुष्पितपादपम् विचिन्वतश्च वैदेहीं किञ्चिच्छेषानिशा भवत् विचिन्वतश्च वैदेहीं किञ्चिच्छेषानिशा भवत् together तथा विप्रेक्षमाणस्य वनं पुष्पितपादपम् विचिन्वतश्च वैदेहीं किञ्चिच्छेषानिशा भवत् अभवत् is the verb पुष्पितपादपं वनं Pushpita Padapam, Padapa tree. Pushpita Padapa flowering tree. Pushpita Padapa Vanam, a forest filled with flowering trees. Tatha, likewise, Viprekshamanasya, of the one who was intently searching or observing. Vaidehim Pichinvataha, of the one who is searching for and has found Vaidehi. Now he is observing Vaidehi. Cha in the whole process of him searching for finding Sita Mata, having found her, concealing himself in the Shimshupa tree, seeing her, in that process only, Nisha Kinchit Shesha Abhavat. Nisha, the night. Here the Kartripadam is Nisha. Nisha means Ratri, night. Kinchit, a little. Sesha, remaining. Abhavat, very little was left of the night. It was almost daybreak. In the process of searching for Sita Mata, the whole night had sped by. Remember, he reached Lanka around the time of twilight. And then after defeating Lankini, by the time he entered Lanka, it had become close to nightfall, that the Chandra had risen, and it started doing Sachivyam for him to look everywhere. Then, dead of the night, Ravana's Antapura, where all the ladies were sleeping and things were strewn about, the Pana Bhumi, Vichayaha, all that happened. He sees Mandodari. Then, in the third Prahara of the night, probably, is when he has entered the Ashokavana. The entire third Prahara is gone, fourth Prahara, near Brahma Muhurtam, time has come. Brahma Muhurtam is always the auspicious time, no, for the next steps to happen. Shadanga Veda Vidusham, Shadanga Veda Vidusham, Kratu Pravarayajinam, Kratu Pravarayajinam, Shushrava Brahma Ghoshanscha. Shushrava Brahma Ghoshanscha. Viratre Brahma Rakshasam. Viratre Brahma Rakshasam. Shadanga Veda Vidusham. Kratu Pravarayajinam. Shadanga Veda Vidusham. Kratu Pravarayajinam. Shushrava Brahma Ghoshanscha. Viratre Brahma Rakshasam. Shushrava Brahma Ghoshanscha. Viratre Brahma Rakshasam. Together. Shadanga Veda Vidusham. Kratu Pravarayajinam. Shushrava Brahma Ghoshanscha. Viratre Brahma Rakshasam. We have to add the word here. Saha. Saha Shushrava. He heard. Sushrava. Shrudhatu. To hear. He heard. What did he hear? Viratre. In the end of the night. Okay, at the end of the night means Viratra, at dawn break, close to Brahma Muhurta, 4:30 odd. Shadanga Veda Vidusham. Okay, of those who were knowledgeable in the 6 Vedangas. What are the 6 Vedangas? I'm sure all of you know, right? Nirukta, Chandas, Vyakarana, Kalpa, Jyotisha, and Shiksha. These are the 6 Vedangas. So, Kratu Pravarayajinam. Of the ones who were experts in performing Kratu. Kratu refers to Yajna. Another name, Yajna itself has many names in the language of Sanskrit. Kratu, Ishti, many names are there. Yaga, of course. So Kratu Pravarayajina. Pravara means exalted kind of yajnas, not ordinary, but an expert level yajnas. Yajinam, those who were experts in performing. Brahma Rakshasam. Among the Rakshasas, those who belong to the Varna of Brahmin. Okay, so those who were Brahmanas among the Rakshasas refers to Brahma Rakshasa. This does not refer to a person who's been cursed, that Brahma Rakshasa cursed, that Gori ogre, not that. This Brahma Rakshasa refers to Brahmins among the Rakshasas. Brahma Ghoshan Shushrava. Okay, of these people, their Brahma Ghosha, here Brahma refers to the Vedas. In Bhagavad Gita also, wherever the word Brahma comes, it has many meanings. 3rd chapter, Brahma refers to the Vedas. So here also, Brahma Ghoshan, the sound of the Vedas, Shushrava, he heard. Okay, so he knows it is morning time. Veda Ghosha started pervading the air around him. He could start hearing it. Okay. Here, of course, if you question how can Rakshasas read the Vedas, they are basically ruled by only Tamoguna. To read the Vedas, you must have Sattva-guna. Okay. Even this question in the Ramayana Tilaka commentary, there is an answer. The commentary says it is because of Purvakrita Punya that they have the ability to read the Vedas even in this Janma when they are Tamoguna Pradhana. Okay. So from this we learn that if something good happens to us, despite all our many drawbacks and many problems with our own selves, it is because of Purva Janma Karma. So we have a chance by doing this to get ourselves out of it. Okay, so it is because of Purva Janma Karma that even good things happen to people who are steeped in Tamoguna. Next shloka. अथ मङ्गलवादित्रैः शब्दैः श्रोत्रमनोहरैः प्राबोध्यत महाबाहुः दशग्रीवो महाबलः अथ मङ्गलवादित्रैः शब्दैः श्रोत्रमनोहरैः अथ मङ्गलवादित्रैः शब्दैः श्रोत्रमनोहरैः प्राबोध्यत महाबाहुः दशग्रीवो महाबलः प्राबोध्यत महाबाहुः दशग्रीवो महाबलः टुगेदर अथ मङ्गलवादित्रैः शब्दैः श्रोत्रमनोहरैः प्राबोध्यत महाबाहुः दशग्रीवो महाबलः प्राबोध्यत was woken up, was awakened. Atha, then Mahabahuhu, Mahabalaha, Dashagrivaha. Mahabahuhu, one with mighty arms. Mahabalaha, the powerful. Dashagrivaha, the one with 10 heads, Ravana. Shrotra manoharaihi, with words which were pleasing to the ears. Okay. Mangalavaditra shabdaihi, with auspicious sounds accompanied by auspicious musical instruments. You should imagine now here one Nadaswaram, one Tavil and all that, plus one first some gentle music, and then somebody saying, "Oh Rama," like Kausalya Supraja Rama, like that. "Oh Ravana, please wake up. Oh Ravana, you are our great Lord. Oh Ravana, you are the mighty Ravana who has abducted Sita. Oh Ravana, the killer of so many devas." Like this, with words of praise lavished on him, being gently poured into his ears along with beautiful music. Okay, Mangalavaditra Shabdehi Prabodhyata. He was woken up. Who was woken up? Ravana was woken up. विबुध्यतु यथा कालम् राक्षसेन्द्रः प्रतापवान् स्रस्तमाल्याम्बरधरो वैदेहीमन्वचिन्तयत् विबुध्यतु यथा कालम् राक्षसेन्द्रः प्रतापवान् विबुध्यतु यथा कालम् राक्षसेन्द्रः प्रतापवान् स्रस्तमाल्याम्बरधरो वैदेहीमन्वचिन्तयत् टुगेदर विबुध्यतु यथा कालम् राक्षसेन्द्रः प्रतापवान् स्रस्तमाल्याम्बरधरो वैदेहीमन्वचिन्तयत् he thought. Who thought? Ravana. Pratapavan, the brave one. Rakshasendraha, the lord of the Rakshasas. Srastamalyam Baradharaha. Dharaha means one who wears. What is he wearing? Srasta. Malya Ambara. Okay, Malya refers to garlands. Ambara refers to garments. How were they? Srasta. They had slipped off from his person. Semi-slipped. Okay, so he was so deeply asleep that the garland had fallen off askew. The clothes had fallen off, kind of moved away from their positions. Okay, yatha kalam vibudhya, at the right time, at his usual waking up time, yatha kalam vibudhya, having been awakened or having woken up. Vaidehi manvachittayat, thought of Vaidehi only. Like a child, if you give the child a new toy, the next morning when the child wakes up, the child will ask for that toy only. Correct? In the child's mind, only that toy will be. Like that in Ravana's mind, only Sita was there. So where is Sita? Where is Sita? Vaidehi Manvachintet. He immediately started thinking of Sita Mata the moment he woke up. Although he was surrounded by a bevy of beauties, although he was in a luxurious palace, his mind was only fixed on Sita Mata, who was in that Ashokavana. Bhrisham niyuktastasyancha Bhrisham niyuktastasyancha Madanena madutkataha Madanena madutkataha Nasatam rakshasah kamam Nasatam rakshasah kamam Shashakatmani guhitum Shashakatmani guhitum Bhrisham niyuktastasyancha. In case you're finding difficult, once more. Bhrisham niyuktastasyancha Madanena madutkataha. Once more. Bhrisham niyuktastasyancha Madanena madutkataha Nasatam rakshasah kamam Shashakatmani guhitum Nasatam rakshasah kamam Shashakatmani guhitum. Together. Bhrisham niyuktastasyancha Madanena madutkataha Nasatam rakshasah kamam Shashakatmani guhitum. Okay. Saha na Shashaka. Saha, he, Ravana. Na, not. Shashaka was not able to. Shakdatu, litlakara. Shashaka could not. He was not able to. What was he not able to? Tasyam madanena bhrisham niyuktaha. Tasyam kasyam Sitayam. Okay. On Sita, madanena, out of his passion, bhrisham niyuktaha, firmly or exceedingly gripped. So being gripped by exceeding desire for Sita. Madotkataha, one who was overwhelmed with mada, overwhelmed with intoxication. Saha, Ravanaha. So these two words, Madotkataha and something niyuktaha. What niyuktaha? Bhrisham niyuktaha. Madanena bhrisham niyuktaha. These two words are adjectives for Ravana. Okay, so Ravana, who was gripped by exceeding passion for Sita Mata, tam kamam, his passion, Atmani guhitum, to contain within himself. Atmani, in himself, guhitum, to contain. Na Shashaka, could not. So most likely the first words that would have come from his mouth would have been Sita. Okay, so he was not able to, where is she? I have to see her. That kind of, his eyes would have opened, his whole form would have been ready to get up and go in search of her. Okay, so here Tilaka again, in his commentary, the Tilaka commentary, we hear that this kind of excessive obsession, when it is even from the perspective of adharma, when it is directed towards Bhagavan, when it is directed towards Jagannatha, even that would eventually lead to Sadgati only. Okay, so if you are excessively obsessed, like for example, we see the case of Hiranyakashipu. Correct? He got his mrityu at the hands of Lord Vishnu himself because he thought of Vishnu. The connection between Lord Vishnu and Hiranyakashipu was dvesha, utter dvesha. That utter hatred still brought him to the Lord only. So if you have Bhagavan as an object in your mind and you unceasingly think of him, Bhagavan is so kind, okay, is so anugrahartaha, that he forgives. Even he does not even look at what is the quality of your obsession. He thinks, oh, my child, he's thinking of me constantly, let me go. But remember, he gets killed. He didn't get mukti. In this case, he only gets killed because according to the curse, he has to go take another 2 janmas, right? So he gets killed, but killed at the hands of the Lord. Right? Rekhaji, your hand is raised.
But here Ravana has wrong intentions towards Sita Mata. No?
Correct. This is why he doesn't get Sita Mata and he loses his life. Both the things happen. However, he loses his life at the hands of the Lord. How many of us can say that we get killed by Bhagavan? Everyone has to die one day. How many can say I died at the hands of Bhagavan?
Yes.
Only an arch asura like him who's completely like Kamsa. These people actually, like Bhattadri also, Narayaniyam, wherever these instances happen, he will keep singing the praises of Guru Vairappan and say, how kind of you with these people. It's such people also, with your very hands you killed them, with your very hands you killed them. You are such a compassionate person, is how he'll keep telling. Okay, because for us, even seeing Bhagavan Pratyaksham is impossible. They, with their excessive obsession with Bhagavan, managed to manifest his very form in front of them. Okay.
Yes.
Right. That is right. Okay. So next. सर्वाभरणैर्युक्तो बिभ्रच्छ्रियमनुत्तमाम् बिभ्रच्छ्रियमनुत्तमाम् तां नगैर्बहुभिर्जुष्टाम् तां नगैर्बहुभिर्जुष्टाम् सर्वपुष्पफलोपगैः सर्वपुष्पफलोपगैः सा सर्वाभरणैर्युक्तो बिभ्रच्छ्रियमनुत्तमा सा सर्वाभरणैर्युक्तो बिभ्रच्छ्रियमनुत्तमाम् तां नगैर्बहुभिर्जुष्टाम् सर्वपुष्पफलोपगैः तां नगैर्बहुभिर्जुष्टाम् सर्वपुष्पफलोपगैः together स सर्वाभरणैर्युक्तो बिभ्रच्छ्रियमनुत्तमाम्. I hope you all got that right. बिभ्रच्छ्रियमनुत्तमाम् तां नगैर्बहुभिर्जुष्टाम् सर्वपुष्पफलोपगैः. Okay. Now we have to add the words tam pravishat. Okay, tam is given, no? Tam pravishat. Tam refers to Ashokavana, Ashokavanika. Ashokavanikam pravishat. Entered. Who entered? Ravana entered. Sarvabharanaihi yuktaha. Adorned with all his ornaments. Anuttamam Shriyam Bibhrat. Carrying with himself unequaled splendor. Despite his garland, his clothes being askew, he still looked majestic as he walked, carrying unequaled splendor. Anuttamam Shriyam Bibhrat. What is the Shriyam here? Thoughts of Jagannatha. That is the Shriya that is associated with Ravana. He glows even more because of thoughts of Sita Mata. Saha Ravanaha Sarva Pushpa Phalopagaihi Bahubihi Nagaihi Jushtam Tam. Sarva Pushpa Phalopagaihi. Filled with all kinds of flowering fruits, flowers and fruits, and in trees filled with flowering fruits, flowers and fruits. Bahubihi nagaihi, many trees. Naga refers to tree. Okay, Naga refers to tree. Trees filled with flowers and fruit. Jushtam, completely endowed with. Tam, Ashokavanikam, that Ashokavana he entered. So now, adorned in all his clothes, shining with great majesty, he entered the Ashokavana. Next look. Vritam pushkarinibhischa, Vritam pushkarinibhischa, Nana pushpopashobhitam, Nana pushpopashobhitam, Sada madaischa vihagaihi, Sada madaischa vihagaihi, Vichitram paramadbhutaihi, Vichitram paramadbhutaihi, Vritam pushkarinibhischa Nana pushpopashobhitam Vritam pushkarinibhischa Nana pushpopashobhitam Sada madaischa vihagaihi Vichitram paramadbhutaihi Sada madaischa vihagaihi Vichitram paramadbhutaihi. Together. Vritam pushkarinibhischa नाना पुष्पोपशोभितां वृतां पुष्करिणीभिश्च नाना पुष्पोपशोभितां सदा मदैश्च विहगैः विचित्रां परमाद्भुतैः ताम् अशोकवनां वनिकां प्राविशत. He entered the Ashokavana, again added. Pushkarinibhihi vritam, filled with the small lakes and ponds. Nana pushpopashobhitam, appearing bright and beautiful with different kinds of flowering trees. Sada madaihi vihagaihi vichitram. Vichitram made colorful by Sada madaihi vihagaihi, always intoxicated birds. Basically what the birds have found their food, the birds are hovering around, making a lot of noise. Sada mataihi vihagaihi vichitram, rendered colorful. Paramadbhutam, the wonderful Ashokavanikam pravishata. He entered that Ashokavana. Ashokavana description in this shloka. Iha mrigaischa vividhaihi, iha mrigaischa vividhaihi, jushtam drishti manoharaihi, जुष्टां दृष्टिमनोहरैः वीथि सम्प्रेक्षमाणश्च मणिकाञ्चनतोरणाः ईहा मृगैश्च विविधैः जुष्टां दृष्टिमनोहरैः ईहा मृगैश्च विविधैः जुष्टां दृष्टिमनोहरैः वीथि सम्प्रेक्षमाणश्च मणिकाञ्चनतोरणाः. So together. Iha mrigaischa vividhaijushtam drishtimanoharaihi vithi samprekshamanascha manikanchanatoranaha. Iha mrigaihi cha vividhaihi, with different kinds of wild deer and other animals. Jushtam, completely filled with. Drishti manoharaihi vithihi, with beautiful pathways that captivated the senses, which were very pleasant to see. Okay. Manikanchana toranaha, vithihi samprekshamanaha cha. Ravana is observing all these things as he is walking by. Manikanchana toranaha vithihi. How were the vithis? They had gateways which were, torana means gateway. Gateways which were ornamented with money, gemstones, kanchana, gold. So Ravana, as he was walking through the Ashokavana, although he was mind was fully occupied by Sita Mata, the thoughts that are running through his mind, he is making note of the ponds, of the noisy birds, colorful trees, flowers. He is making note of the golden archways. All these things that he is seeing, Valmiki is faithfully chronicling. That is why, although we had a complete description in the 16th Sarga of Ashokavana in the beginning, right? What Hanuman saw, he chronicled. Now what Ravana sees, he is chronicling. That is why no Punarukti. Okay, next shloka. Nana mrigagana kirnam halaif prapatitair vratam phalair prapatitair vratam अशोकवनिकामेव प्राविशत्सन्ततद्रुमान् नानामृगगणाकीर्णां फलैः प्रपतितैर्वृतां नानामृगगणाकीर्णां फलैः प्रपतितैर्वृताम् अशोकवनिकामेव प्राविशत्सन्ततद्रुमान् अशोकवनिकामेव प्राविशत्सन्ततद्रुमान् together नानामृगगणाकीर्णां फलैः प्रपतितैर्वृताम् अशोकवनिकामेव प्राविशत्सन्ततद्रुमाम्. Ashokavanikam pravishat. He entered the Ashokavana. How was it? Nana mriga gana kirna, filled with different flocks of deer. Gana means groups, flocks. herds, nanamrika, different kinds of deer, akiranam, covered with, filled with. Okay. Phalaihi, prapatitaihi, phalaihi, vritam. Prapatitaihi means what? The trees were so laden with fruits that the fruits had actually fallen off the branches and they were there all around the ground. So, prapatitaha, well fallen. What? Flower, fruits. Phalaihi, vritam, covered with. Okay. Santatat druman, filled with trees of different kinds everywhere. Ashokavanikam pravishata. He entered this beautiful pleasure garden of his. Now, who came with him? Description of his entourage. Angana shatamatrantu, Angana shatamatrantu, tam brajantamanu vrajat, tam brajantamanu vrajat, Mahendramiva Paulastyam, Mahendramiva Paulastyam, Devagandharvayoshitaha, Devagandharvayoshitaha, Angana shatamatram tu tam vrajantamanu vrajat, Angana shatamatram tu tam vrajantamanu vrajat, Mahendramiva Paulastyam, Devagandharvayoshitaha, Mahendramiva Paulastyam, Devagandharvayoshitaha. Together. Angana shatamatrantu tam vrajantamanu vrajat, Mahendramiva Paulastyam, Devagandharvayoshitaha. Anuvrajata is the verb. Somebody followed. How many? Vrajantam tam. Vrajantam means one who was moving about. Okay. Who is it? Ravanam. Tam Ravanam. Who is he? Paulastyam. Okay. Sage Pulastya, who is one of the Saptarishis. His son Vishravas. His son Ravana. So, Paulastya is the name for Ravana. Paulastyam. Angana, Angana, Shatamatram. Only 100 women. Matram means only. So in his harem, there are many women. Only 100 women. Shatamatram. Angana, Shatamatram. Only 100 women. Mahendramiva. Like how for Indra, Devagandharva Yoshitaha Anugrajat. Like how when Indra walks somewhere, Deva Gandharva women. Beautiful Yoshita we've seen before also. Beautiful women. So beautiful young women of the Devas lineage and Gandharva lineage would follow Indra everywhere. Here also Ravana had abducted so many Gandharva Kanyas, so many Deva Kanyas that he looked as if Indra was walking only because he was followed by so many Deva Gandharva women, 100 Deva Gandharva women. Anuvrajat, he was followed by. So like how Indra is followed by celestial women, Ravana was followed by celestial women he had abducted, numbering to around 100. Deepika Kanchani Kaschit. Now they should do some useful work. No, what is the work they are doing? Deepika Kanchani Kaschit. Deepika Kanchani Kaschit. Jagruhustatra Yoshitaha. Jagruhustatra Yoshitaha. Valavyajanahastascha. Valavyajanahastascha. तालवृन्तानि च पराः तालवृन्तानि च पराः दीपिकाः काञ्चनी काश्चित् जगृहुस्तत्र योषिताः दीपिकाः काञ्चनी काश्चित् जगृहुस्तत्र योषिताः बालव्यजनहस्ताश्च तालवृन्तानि च पराः बालव्यजनहस्ताश्च तालवृन्तानि च पराः. Together. दीपिकाः काञ्चनीकाश्चिज्जगृहुस्तत्र योषिताः बालव्यजनहस्ताश्च तालवृन्तानि च पराः. Jagruhu were holding. Okay, these women were holding. Tatra kaschit. There, some of them. Yoshitaha. Okay, some of these beautiful women. Kanchanihi Deepikaha Jagru. Kanchanihi, golden. Deepikaha, lamps. So some of those women were carrying beautiful golden lamps in their hand so as to light the path. It is still early dawn. Sunrise hasn't happened yet. Before sunrise. So to light Ravana's path, golden lamps. Okay. And aparaha, others. Tala vrintani. Jagruhu. Apicha Valavyajana Hastaha cha. Some of them were holding Valavyajana means yak tail, no? Yak, the animal is there, no? The tail was used to make a fan. So with the hair of the yak, the tail of the yak, Valavyajana, with that the fan, Vyajana means fan. The fan which is made out of yak tail. That fan, and then Talavrintani, some were holding palm leaves. Palm leaf fans we have all seen. Those are pedestrian fans that we see even today. When we were children, we used to use that only in Chennai summer cuts, power cuts, sorry. So when Chennai summer power cut would happen, everyone will have their own palm leaf fan. So same way, palm leaf fan. So all this because equatorial climate. Although the sun hadn't risen yet, it was very muggy. Okay, so when Ravana was walking through that, especially when he's coming out to the Ashokavana, although there were many pleasant trees providing shade and it was cool there, still he needed fans. So they were waving all these yak tail hair fans and they were also waving palm leaf fans, holding it in their hands. Okay. काञ्चनेनापि भृङ्गारैः काञ्चनेनापि भृङ्गारैः जह्रुः सलिलमग्रताः जह्रुः okay, जह्रुः सलिलमग्रताः मण्डलाग्रान् वृषींश्चैव मण्डलाग्रान् वृषींश्चैव गृह्यान्याः गृह्यान्याः पृष्ठतो ययुः गृह्यान्याः पृष्ठतो ययुः गृह्य अन्याः गृह्यान्याः पृष्ठतो ययुः काञ्चनेनापि भृङ्गारैर्जह्रुः सलिलमग्रताः काञ्चनेनापि भृङ्गारैर्जह्रुः सलिलमग्रताः मण्डलाग्रान् वृषींश्चैव गृह्यान्याः पृष्ठतो ययुः मण्डलाग्रान् वृषींश्चैव गृह्यान्याः पृष्ठतो ययुः together काञ्चनेनापि भृङ्गारैर्जह्रुः सलिलमग्रताः मण्डलाग्रान् वृषींश्चैव गृह्यान्याः पृष्ठतो ययुः. Okay, so I keep on saying brisim instead of brisihi because brisihi is actually plural. Brisihi in Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam is brisihi only. Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam is brisim. Instead of carrying one, they were carrying many. I'll explain the meaning, then it will become clearer. Kanchanenaapi bhringarehi. So again, jagruhu is one, jahruhu is one verb. Yayuhu is another verb in this shloka. Kanchanenaapi bhringarehi agrataha salilam jahruhu. Kanchanenaapi. With also with golden. Cha api, right? Also with golden. Bhringarehi, pitchers. Salilam, filled with water. What kind of pitchers? Filled with water. Agrataha jahruhu. Some women carrying these golden pitchers filled with water were walking ahead of Ravana. Anyaha, others. Mandalagran brisihi grihya. Mandalagran, circular shaped. Brisihi, seating cushions. These brisis are not velvet cushions filled with cloth, filled with cotton. These are made of grass, soft grass on which you could sit. So not one or two, many cushions. Brisihi grihya, holding. Prishtataha yayuhu. Prishtataha means behind, back of Ravana. Yayuhu means moved. So some women carrying golden pitchers filled with water walked ahead. Some women carrying circular seats made of grass walked behind Ravana. Okay. काचिद्रत्नमयीं पात्रीं काचिद्रत्नमयीं पात्रीं पूर्णां पानस्य भामिनी पूर्णां पानस्य भामिनी दक्षिणा दक्षिणेनैव दक्षिणा दक्षिणेनैव तदा जग्राह पाणिना तदा जग्राह पाणिना काचिद्रत्नमयीं पात्रीं पूर्णां पानस्य भामिनी काचिद्रत्नमयीं पात्रीं पूर्णां पानस्य भामिनी दक्षिणा दक्षिणेनैव तदा जग्राह पाणिना दक्षिणा दक्षिणेनैव तदा जग्राह पाणिना together काचिद्रत्नमयीं पात्रीं पूर्णां पानस्य भामिनी दक्षिणा दक्षिणेनैव तदा जग्राह पाणिना. So here jagraha is the verb. Jagraha means what? Here this also means carried. Jagraha grihadatu litlakara jagraha carried. Kachit bhamini, one woman. Okay. Ratnamayim Purnam Panasya Sthalin. Ratnamayim, bejeweled. Purnam Panasya Sthali. Sthali here does not refer to a plate, but it refers to a jar. Okay, and how is that jar? Purnam Panasya Sthali. It is filled to the brim with a drink. This is not water, some drink, maybe wine. Okay, so filled to the brim with wine. Okay, one woman carrying a bejeweled pitcher or a jar filled to the brim with wine. There are two words used here. Dakshina, dakshinai, dakshina, dakshinenaiva, panina jagraha. There is a Shlesha Alankara here. The same word dakshina is used with two meanings. Okay, dakshinena jagraha. Dakshinena means with the right hand. Vama refers to left, dakshina refers to right. So with her right hand, she carried. Dakshinena jagraha. She carried with her right hand. Can you carry one vessel filled with water in only one hand and walk casually? No. You'll be scared of it spilling. So what will you do? You'll hold the other hand to give it support. But how was she carrying it? Casually in her left hand. And that too with her beautiful walk. She was just walking by and carrying that vessel filled to the brim with wine in her right hand only. So the word used to describe her is Dakshina, the skillful woman. The one who was capable of doing these things. So the word Dakshina has been used with two meanings. One right hand, the other skillfulness. So the one who was skillful, the skillful woman, carried in her right hand a pitcher filled to the brim with wine. Okay. Dakshinenaiva panina. Pani means hand. Panina jagraha. With such a hand, she carried it and walked. This is the meaning. I hope it's clear. Rajaham Pratikasham Rajaham Pratikasham Chhatram Purna Shashi Prabham Chhatram Purna Shashi Prabham Sauvarna Dandamapara Grihitva Prishthato Yayo Rajaham Pratikasham Chhatram Purna Shashi Prabham Rajaham Pratikasham Chhatram Purna Shashi Prabham Sauvarna Dandamapara Grihitva Prishthato Yayo Sauvarna Dandamapara Grihitva Prishthato Yayo. Together. Rajaham Pratikasham Chhatram Purna Shashi Prabham Sauvarna Dandamapara Grihitva Prishthato Yayo. Okay, went. Apara, another woman. Rajahamsa Pratikasham. Okay, Kash Dhatu, Kashi also means that which shines. Kashir Dhatu, that which shines. Rajahamsa Pratikasham, resembling in splendor a royal swan. Rajahamsa, royal swan, resembling in splendor the royal swan. Purna Shashit Prabham, with the radiance of the full moon. Okay. Sauvarna Dandam Chatram. Chatram means umbrella. Sauvarna Dandam means with a golden staff or a golden stick. So on a golden stick, the white umbrella resembling a full moon, resembling the royal swan was mounted. Tad grihitva, carrying that, Prishtataha Giyav, another lady walked behind. Now you know why 100 people. Some to carry lights, some to carry water, some to carry wine, some to carry brissies, some to carry chamaras, some to carry now umbrella also. So imagine what all Ravana needs in order to walk out of his palace and just enter his garden. That's all. Not even going out in the city. Nidramadaparitaksho Nidramadaparitaksho Ravanasyottama striyaha Ravanasyottama striyaha Anujagmuh patim veeram Anujagmuh patim veeram Ghanam vidyullata iva Ghanam vidyullata iva Nitramadaparitaksho Ravanasyottama striyaha Nitramadaparitaksho Ravanasyottama striyaha Anujagmuh patim veeram Ghanam vidyullata iva Anujagmuh patim veeram Ghanam vidyullata iva. Together. Nitramadaparitaksho Ravanasyottama striyaha Anujagmuh patim veeram Ghanam vidyullata iva. Anujagmuh followed. Nidramadaparitakshyah Ravanasya uttamaha striyaha. Ravana's uttama stris, Ravana's wives. Nidramadaparitakshyah. Nidra, sleep. Mada, intoxication. Parita, overcome by. Akshyah, eyes. Ones with eyes overcome by sleep and intoxication. Who are these? Ravana's women. Vidyullataha ghanamiva. Like how the lightning is always closely associated with a dark, heavy rain cloud. Okay, ghana refers to a heavy thunder cloud. Vidyullata refers to lightning bolts. So like how streaks of lightning are often associated closely with dark, heavy clouds of rain-bearing clouds. In the same way, Veeram Patim Anujagmuho, their brave husband, they follow. Okay, despite being overcome by sleep and intoxication, they could have slept for longer. But Ravana woke up at his appointed time. 100 women woke up and followed him. Okay, one more shloka we'll see and close today. Vyavidhaharakeyuraha Vyavidhaharakeyuraha Samamrititavarnakaha Samamrititavarnakaha Samagalitakeshantaha Samagalitakeshantaha Sasvedavanastatha Sasvedavanastatha Vyavidhaharakeyuraha Samamrititavarnakaha Vyavidhaharakeyuraha Samamrititavarnakaha Samagalitakeshantaha Sasvedavanastatha Samagalitakeshantaha Sasvedavanastatha. Vyavidhaharakeyuraha Samamrititavarnakaha Samagalitakeshantaha Sasvedavanastatha. Sasvedavanaha Vyavidhaharakeyuraha Samamrititavarnakaha Samagalitakeshantaha Striyaha Anujagmuhu. Ravanam Anujagmuhu. Women were described by all these adjectives. 4 adjectives for the women who were following. Anujagmuhu means following. Who? Ravanam Anujagmuhu. They were following Ravana. How are they? How are they appearing? Vyavidhaharakeyuraha. Just like Ravana's garlands and garments were in disarray, even theirs. Vyavidha means in disarray. Hara means what? Garlands. Keyura means the armlets. Their armlets were loosened. Their hara, the necklaces and the garlands are also falling off. Sama mridita varnakaha. Okay. Varnakaha refers to pastes which are applied in the body to give color, makeup. It is not just sandal paste or anything. Varnaka means that like lipstick, blush, rouge, no, eyeshadow, all these things. Samamritita varnakaha. They were all smudged. I know now nobody sleeps with makeup on, but if you were to sleep with your makeup on, how will the makeup look? You look afraid. They didn't look like afraid. They looked like beautiful women, Yoshitaha. But they had this artfully smudged makeup everywhere. That's how you should imagine. Okay. So with artfully smudged makeup, Samamritita varnakaha. Samagalita keshantaha. Their keshantaha. See, you usually bind the ends of your hair, right? When you sleep. Those had come loose. Samagalita means had come loose. So their hair, which was bound to the ends, had come loose. So it was framing their faces. Tatha. Sasveda vadanaha. Likewise, Sasveda, with sweat, vadanaha, faces. Their faces were glowing with sweat. Okay, you should not say they looked sweaty, dirty. Their faces were shining with sweat. That is how the understanding should be had of their description. Okay, so with this we will close today's session.